Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Child's Play.
The teddy bear are here to play.
Child's Play is the 2019 remake of the classic 90s slasher, in which Andy is a young, lonely boy who has just moved to a new town and is a little down in the dumps. His mother gets her hands on the hottest new toy, Buddy, in hopes of helping to cheer him up. However, Andy soon discovers that Buddy is not quite the toy he'd been advertised. Now, I love the original Child's Play. However, Bride of Chucky is definitely my favorite of the Child's Play films. Of course, with the effects, with all of it, it definitely is a film of its time, and the recent installments have really waned in quality. I saw that trailer and was not looking forward to this at all, if I'm being honest. How thrilling was this playtime? Meh, not very. So let's go ahead and kick off with the positives. Well, I think the acting actually is pretty solid from our main cast, at least. Gabriel Bateman plays Andy, and I thought he was really good in this movie. He does all the horror things he needs to do well. Very well. He really injected a lot of emotion, and his performance helped endear us into Andy, care about him as a character, and then consequently root for him as we move along through the film. Aubrey Plaza also was really solid in the movie. She gets a lot of really snarky one-liners that were pretty hilarious in the movie, and I kind of just liked her mother character in general and thought she did a really good job of bringing her to life. I'm always endeared to Brian Tyree Henry, and he was great here as usual. And then Mark Hamill as the voice of Chucky. Really good. How he enjoyed doing this. I don't know, it was just such a creepy, cool, funny, weird, but wonderful voice for the doll. Much different and a big departure from the original voice casting. I'll also say there are some brutal kills in this film. If you're somebody who likes those like really graphic, like whoa type of murders, you're gonna have some fun here. The kills are definitely over the top, creative, and whoa. And I could definitely see this falling into guilty pleasure territory for people because the whole thing actually is way over the top, like super exaggerated, super crazy, and it has that air of just campy thriller to it. And I think there's definitely an audience for that who will have a good time with the film regardless of how it might be. So that does lead us into the negatives. A big negative for me, actually, is that we changed the backstory of Chucky himself. And that in turn also makes the ending not make any sense to me, but obviously that gets into spoiler territory, so we're not going to go there. But we changed the origin. He's no longer a doll possessed. He doesn't need another host body. It's just a doll with all of the safety settings turned off. Yep. And for me, that made for a far less interesting story right off the bat. And then in turn, it made this into more of an artificial intelligence type of film that we've seen many a time. And then that worked to sympathize us toward Chucky to an extent. And I didn't really care for that. I don't think we really needed to sympathize with the doll. And none of that worked for me. The design of Chucky still looked horrible, in my opinion. And in particular, the CGI in this film is just terrible. It's really bad. The dialogue is just a hot mess. Nothing feels natural, nothing feels real. Most of our side characters I didn't mention in those positives. Those actors, they're a little bit, our characters do a lot of really dumb, over-the-top things. You might get squeamish because those kills can get a little bit, or a lot of it, graphic, but you're never like actually scared, which I mean, I guess it is a little doll running around killing people. But again, they just made him look so ridiculous and weird with that insane face. And then they introduced these new like little teddy bear buddy dolls that were just like, what in the world? And unfortunately, I was saying what in the world with a lot of this film. Of course, we're bringing in this new age of technology, and I guess that makes Chucky more threatening with the technological aspects. But it didn't work for me. None of that really worked for me either. It turned this into legit, just kind of like an AI gone bad story, which, no thank you. So overall, there is some campy fun to be had in this film. Mark Hamill singing this creepy little song in particular is quite the delight. And there's some fun to be had in the over-the-top nature this entire film resides in. However, I don't think it fully buys into its own campiness. It never fully goes there. It never really gets to that point of so bad it's good. And it's certainly not so good it's good. Lacks the charm of the original with a much less interesting story. So overall, give this a rental. Especially if you're curious, rent it, you'll have some fun at home, but don't spend your money to go see this in the theater. It's not up to that quality. So that's it. That is my review of Child's Play. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Child's Play? And what is your favorite film within the series? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!